What's going on, Exiles? This is Certus. Just wanted to show the project build I've kind of been working on here. Still a work in progress, but this is Stormweaver going into crit, mana, and I may pick up Elemental Storm. It's kind of what the tree looks like. We're focusing on trying to get as much crit damage as possible. Had to pick up a bunch of mana regen, mana cost of skill reduction, and just a few extra damage nodes. As I level up, I'll be focusing on getting more evasion and energy shield. We're only sitting at 40% evasion. It's not very good. And the build revolves around this 3 dragons mask using arc to get freeze build up, and then utilizing this passive on the tree where hits ignore negative elemental resistance for frozen enemies. So this way we don't have to dump a bunch of points into pen and other things to try and get those resistances down. It allows us to use temp chains instead of hypothermia, which you could still use hypothermia, I think. I'm not really sure how this node in particular interacts with reducing elemental res. Does it take it from the 0, or you still have to reduce it? I don't know. So I just play it safe. I go temp chains, longer freeze duration, which is great. For the main skill, we use arc, and for the skills, we use considered casting, more spell damage. We use super critical, which is more crit damage bonus, arcane tempo for some attack speed, and inevitable critical to try and build up. Temp chains, hex bloom, heightened curse. Heightened curse is really the only important one. Hex bloom's on there because I like it. You can use whatever. Orb of storms with chain, persistence, magnified effect, and font of mana, which I don't know why, but man, I put so much into mana regen, and I still feel like this is a necessity to have. You gotta throw down the Orb of Storm, stand close to it, and get this bonus mana regen. I don't have Spirit on my chest or Amulet yet, so I will be adding additional things and trying to actually switch this cast on freeze into a cast on crit, since we are going crit, and it's more reliable for bossing. This is really just for clear anyway, though. This is just kind of a substitute for casters not being able to have Herald of Thunder. So we use Lightning Conduit, the spell, Inspiration, because you'll see we just drain mana. Unleash, so we get a nice, when we do proc, it's big, it's juicy, it's cool looking, and Impetuous to get increased energy. Fill it up faster, get more cast. For the items, some of them are pretty good. The wand, we pick up the damage is extra fire. That's actually very good for us because on the 3 dragons mask, fire damage contributes to shock instead of ignite. So we still want to be trying to get some good shocks in, but it's lightning damage converting into freeze, which you'll see we're really just focusing on freezing them, destroying their elemental resistances, and blasting them down with big crit hits. Rings are pretty solid. This one was 2 div when I bought it. Um, Mana, you want mana everywhere. Mana, mana, mana. Cast speed, very good. You're going to see big numbies with that. It's a decent chest, but when I bought it, I think I confused it. I thought it was actually a 5 mod, and it wasn't corrupted before I got it. So I was like praying that I could slam some life or spirit on here. Unfortunately, it is 6 mod, and we just got some some pretty low rolls. So It is what it is. Um, I will get a new chest. Same with the amulet. Amulet's decent. It's got some good damage on it. We allocated dispatch foes just for a cheap one. 80% increased crit. If you haven't crit recently, try and keep it up. Go for big ES. Mana on almost everything you need mana. And then level. We are stacking gem levels. I'm at 27 over here, and that's with a level 19 gem. So when we get 20, we'll be looking for more of those. Same with the shield. Um, big ES, all spells, boots, movement speed. I don't even want the life on these. Um, honestly, I'd rather have a big evasion ES roll. The stun threshold is very good though. Underrated stat. Just a basic belt, smarmer, life mana. Can't get ES on a belt, but we'll take whatever we can get there. And then just some rare gloves, crit bonus. Really, again, don't even care about the life as much anymore. Eventually, I'd like to try and take this CI. But big mana, need mana everywhere. And then potions, you'll want a pretty decent mana potion that recovers either instantly or faster and gains charges per second, because you run out of mana and that's the last resort. You don't want to run out of that. And I think with that, just show what a map looks like, and I'll shut up.
Will of the Marrakesh. Victory is mine.
Try to go as far as you can with the detonation cord. Further! Keep going! Away from me. Well placed. Shall we light it up? I should also mention this might have a taste.
Out of mana. So many bones, forgotten under the earth. Didn't break a sweat. Wild beast. Garukan favors me. You are nothing! Die forgotten!
Alright, that's pretty much the build, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Later.